so early. What did they do to change things up, and yet you're still able to make good plays late when you need it?
Well, every time they lined up on defense, they were in a different front, and it made it tough for us to get in a rhythm there. You know, we would think they were doing one thing, and then they would switch and do something else. That kind of threw us a little bit. We came out here in the second half with a list of plays that we felt like would be successful, and we ran that first one. Fabian almost took it all the way. Probably should have come back to that, but we had a list of things that we thought would be good for us. They just did a good job of stopping us.
Coach, talk about not talking about making history. Did you feel any pressure building at all this afternoon? I mean,
no. I tell you what, our kids showed so much confidence and were so relaxed.
Woo! You the man, Coach!
See you next week.
Yes, sir. Our kids were so confident and relaxed that I didn't feel any pressure at all. These are remarkable. I tell you, we got some remarkable kids. Very, very determined.
What halftime you're in there? You got 12-3 lead. Things are looking pretty good. I mean, what did you talk about at that point?
Well, again, defensive staff met with the defense and talked about some things that we had to do. We were giving up some big plays, and kind of reconfirmed our game plan, and then we did the same thing offensively. And like I said, we came up with a list of things, both formations and plays, that we thought would be good on them in the second half. They came out in the second half and did things different than they had done in the first half, and so they did a good job.
What's the difference in competition this week versus what you saw the past 2 weeks? I mean, obviously it was closest on the scoreboard by far, but how much better was this team versus the two teams you played?
I think Sandy Creek probably was big last week. I guess probably the difference maker for them was their inside linebacker on the 43. I don't know how many tackles he made, but he made a bunch of them.
All right, Coach. Well,
all right,
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
What does this mean for you as a coach to have a first team from North Hall to go to the Dome?
Well, I tell you what, it means a lot for me as a coach just to coach these kids. To me, they're remarkable. They've got probably more heart than any team I've coached in my 33 years, and for them to be able to go to the Dome is just a real honor.
What does it mean, as far as the program being the first group to get this far?
Well, this was our third year of playing for the quarterfinals in the last 4 years, and we couldn't seem to get by at the last two. So this was big that we were able to get over this hurdle and make it to the Dome.
Any final thoughts that you'd like to say? Or?
No, just that I tell you, I can't say enough about our football team, the character and the heart of our football team. And, people always talk about heart, being able to overcome. I think tonight that our kids showed that.